Hello, period 2 and 5. I see that you guys started working on your assignments today, meaning the Google form and the Khan Academy assignments. You're doing a nice job so far. Miss Winslow posted that coordinate grid assignment as well, where you guys have a chance to actually plot some points. So I hope that you take full advantage of that. We're going to collect that on Monday, hopefully, and we'll talk about how you're going to submit it. But for today, I thought that I would do a nice warm-up on solving equations. So I have two equations here. You may or may not see these on the Google form that I assigned, but I thought that we'd go through the step-by-step process of solving an equation. Now, this first one here is a two-step equation, meaning there's going to need two steps you're going to need two steps to actually solve it. Now, I like to list my order of operations in reverse order. And that's how I should go about solving these. Now, if you recall, order of operations are parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. Well, to solve an equation, first I'll either subtract or add. Then I'll divide or multiply. And if there's anything in parentheses, I'll do them last. So looking at problem 1, well, I want to get my numbers together. I'll first subtract 5 on both sides. And there's my die. And negative 7 minus 5 happens to be negative 12. I'll bring down my negative 3x, and that's my next step. So I have nothing to add, but I definitely can divide. Now the goal when solving an equation is to get x by itself. I need to divide by negative 3 on both sides. The negative 3 and negative 3, when written over each other, give us 1, and they cancel out, leaving me with x. And negative 12 over negative 3 is positive 4. My final answer. Now, if I wanted to go in and check this, I'd rewrite my equation, and I'd substitute my 4 in place of x. So I have negative 3 times 4 plus 5 equals negative 7. And I see that I have negative 12 plus 5 equals negative 7. And of course, negative 12 plus 5 is negative 7, and that is equal to negative 7. I've gotten my check correct. So I now have my solution, and I now have my check to make sure I've gotten the solution correct. Now, you'll have those type of assignments on Khan Academy. That's about as difficult as Khan's going to get. On the Google form, there actually is this problem right here. 5 minus 3x equals negative 7. Now help me out. I want to know, are these two equations the same? Well, you betcha they are, all right? If you're looking at it, I do have a negative 3 and I have a negative 3. I have a positive 5 and I have a positive 5, a negative 7 and a negative 7. They are the exact same equations. The only thing different is those two terms are written in different orders. Now, don't let that confuse you because it doesn't change how we solve these problems. We start with subtracting and adding, multiplying and dividing, exponents in parentheses. First up is subtracting. I'll subtract 5 from both sides. The opposite of positive 5 is negative 5. And that should leave me with negative 3x equals negative 12. Notice that's the same line that I was left with in the first equation. From this point forward, I have nothing to add, but I can divide. I'll divide both by -3. And again, I'll get x is equal to 4. Notice the same exact solution because those equations are identical. The orders are just changed. I hope that gave you guys a little bit more of an insight on how to solve equations. If you still have questions, please email me. Post on Google Classroom. Let me know. I'm more than willing to help. Until next time, I'll see you guys.